So they're decorating the Christmas tree with a star.
What do you mean you won't have the documents ready by the end of this year? We need the approvals. It's a critical step for the modernization of the subway system. Of course it is important. 2.4 million people are relying on us. No. I don't care. You need to get this done now. Christmas is a day like any other. You can take a day off once the documents are finalized. With that attitude, you will never succeed.
Gloria, boss, I have some exciting news.
Great. Do you have my coffee?
Yes, of course, and the files you asked for.
So what's the good news?
They have a new position open in the ministry department, and my contact says you're top consideration. This is a great step forward. Do you want me to gather the details?
I'll take it.
But they didn't say what the position is yet.
It doesn't matter. It's a cabinet position, and that's all I need to know. Like you said, it's a great step up the career ladder. Tell them I'm in. 100 million. That's a lot of money. That should work. Jill?
How can I help?
I need a 10-minute time slot in the 12 o'clock conference, and send Nicholas to me.
Sure.
Good morning, ma'am. You asked for me?
Yes, please take a seat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the documents you asked for. It'll take just a second. I'll be right back.
Not necessary anymore.
What do you mean? Oh, do you have a new job assignment for me?
I'm so sorry to tell you, but I have to let you go. Your work performance level can't stand up to the requested efficiency anymore.
What? Are you serious? I've worked here almost 15 years.
Sorry.
But it's almost Christmas, and I need this job.
I'm sure you'll find another one. Maybe after the holidays. Thank you for your service, Nicholas.
It was a pleasure working with you, ma'am. Merry Christmas.
Next on the agenda, Gloria Winters.
Thank you. As previously discussed, we predict our New York district election results to increase by up to 12% as soon as we introduce citywide high-speed Wi-Fi in the subways. Today, I received the quote concerning this execution. A project this enormous in size will obviously come at quite some cost, but will result in tremendous benefits in terms of political capital gains. While $100 million might seem rather high, as usual, I have a solution on how to fund this project. When only using 10% of the upcoming AR-23F tax reform for farmers and combining the already existing discretionary funds, all costs will be covered.
Do you think the farmers are okay with using their money for the subways?
They don't need to know.
I'm not sure we can keep that a secret. We need approval for the funds.
We will keep it a secret until it is installed, and as soon as it is, people will be way too happy to complain and stand up for some random farmers. And my team will take care of the applications and approvals.
Okay, not bad. That could work. Do you envision this as a model for other cities too?
Of course. It won't be cheap, but the benefits will outweigh the cost.
Thank you for the presentation. Good job in research.
Thank you.
Next presentation.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you about the school system in 2030.
Hey, Gloria, you got it. The Vice President, James Burlington, wants to appoint you.
Awesome. When does he want me to come?
The announcement ceremony is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Don't you want to know the new position you're accepting?
I don't really care. It'll be a surprise.
All right, well, have a good night.
Good morning. It's good to see all of you here today. We all know political views require constant change. And as political views change, our country does the same. While considering the right person to fill this unique administrative position, it has forced us to take a look at the stereotypes that have led this department in the past. And in doing so, we realized positive change is necessary. Our goal is to create diversity in our various departments, starting with the Department of Agriculture today. We feel strongly that by choosing a leader who is on the cutting edge, someone who is not only creative, but also innovative, our nation will soar like never before, putting our farmers back in business. I myself have worked with her on several occasions on some very successful projects. It is with great honor and great pleasure to welcome our new Secretary of Agriculture, Gloria Winters.
Thank you. I am truly moved or touched by the level of confidence this administration has placed in me to fulfill such an incredible position. It is a privilege to serve our country and the people.
Please, have a seat. I was thrilled to learn that you were willing to take this position, Gloria. As you may know, it is not the most popular or the easiest.
Like I said, it is an honor to serve our country in every way that I can.
It's nice to know passionate patriots still exist. I am impressed with your great innovations and your determination to improve the image of the Department of Agriculture. We want to make this department our flagship.
Sounds good. Do you have anything special in mind?
The key is not how we promote our policies, Gloria, but how we pitch our policies. Have you heard of this new social media thing? We want to go viral with a campaign highlighting the accomplishments of the administration as we gear up for the next election campaign.
How was the ceremony?
Pack your stuff.
Am I fired?
Don't be silly. We need to travel. We need to get to the places where the farms are and the countryside or whatever. We need to be seen engaging publicly with the farmers and make sure we have our own camera crew and media team.
Do you want me to contact the press?
Don't be ridiculous. I want my own camera crew and media team to use to create video footage and sound bites.
Hello, this is our campaign. How is our politics?
Great. I'm an immigrant from Europe and such good food.
And what can we do better?
Nothing. I like the advice that you give us. I pay for it. But it's no problem. 5 stars.
It has to show how great our policies are, Jill.
But I don't know how our policies affect the farmers.
That's not important. Right now, what's important is getting our boss reelected, or else we are both out of a job. And in order to do that, we need to show our great political achievements.
Welcome to our campaign. Thank you for having us today, horse farmer. Do you think that you pay too much in taxes?
Yeah, no. I think the administration's doing a pretty good job overall, but I mean, I still live here comfortably. I live here with my horses. I mean, I ride them, I sell them. I actually even eat them sometimes. I mean, it's a fine dining type thing. So if y'all can make a law about that, that'd be great.
Welcome to our politics. Our campaign. Welcome to our campaign. How are the politics for you and your family?
How was this week? Look at this week. Look, my family, we have been
harvesting from this land for generations. Everything I ever wanted to know about farming, I learned right here in this farm. This is the real story.
It's so hard.
Jill, where is the jet? It's been 10 minutes. I got better things to do.
Oh, there it is.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sorry for being late. Had to clear some cows off the runway before the party. Here, let me help you with that. Hope none of y'all get sick flying. It's probably gonna be a bit bumpy today.
We'll be all right. You two just focus on flying this dreadful death trap. Jill, you said we'll be traveling with a local mayor?
Yes, his name is Christian Baker.
I loathe local small-town politicians. We're always big old bumpkins, and so outdated on political issues, too. So you basically know what you're getting every time you meet one of them. Can you tell me more about him?
I can't tell. He doesn't have any online presence.
Which proves my theory.
That must be his truck, but I don't see anyone.
I am not getting in that old truck. One death trap is enough for today.
Howdy, I'm Chris.
Yeah, not interested. Flyboy.
Oh, sorry. Christian Baker. Mayor Chris Baker? You know, your local bumpkin politician? You guys are here for that campaign, right? We haven't had any federal politicians here since 1985, when William Bannon visited.
Oh, really? How interesting.
Have you heard of him?
Not sure I have.
He's been quite the man. It was before my time, though. This way, ladies. Sorry, we only got 3 seats. Just hop in the bed of the truck. Hold on. How you doing, Carol? How's Noelle?
I'm great. Noelle is frustrated. It's only 5 days until the musical.
Still having trouble with the third verse?
Yes.
I bet I could help. I know a few good tricks.
Why not? I mean, I'm sure she would love it, but how do you know any tricks? Because as I recall, you always played the sheep.
It's not easy playing the sheep, and I wasn't a bad sheep. And you know, every good Christmas sheep needs a background, a story, you know, relationships, and troubles. And...
Excuse me? We have some work to do.
Sorry. This is my cute little sister Carol, by the way.
The older one. Welcome to our inn. Hope you had a good trip.
It was okay. Can we check in now?
Of course. So, which view do you prefer? City view or mountain view?
We're here to work, so we don't really care.
Sounds like you could use mountain view to me. Excuse me. So this is you. And if you guys are...
Oh, by the way, I need the Wi-Fi password.
Oh, we don't have Wi-Fi here, but the cafe down the street does, and it's free.
I'll just use mobile data if there's any reception here. Best rooms in town. Yeah, right.
Good morning, boss. I got you a cup of coffee. How was your night?
Surprisingly not too bad, due to the lack of Wi-Fi and literally no reception whatsoever. I forced myself to read a book on the shelf. It was pretty bad, made me super tired. I slept like a baby. But it was so quiet, pretty spooky. Do we have everything we need for our campaign videos?
Yes, I have the scripts, and I checked to make sure the locals we visit are still on track for today. We vetted them very carefully, of course, so we'll have everything we need. And Mayor Baker said he'd pick us up at 9 a.m.
Mayor Baker. I'll grab something to go then.
Morning, Jill. You guys had a good night. Where's Gloria?
She just wanted to grab something to eat.
That's a great idea.
Oh, hey. I thought we leave at 9.
Ah, it's okay. We're in the country. We ain't in no hurry.
Okay. Fine with me. As long as we don't miss our appointment.
City people. Always rushing. Never getting anywhere. Thought this bus would fit y'all's needs a little better.
Very attentive. Thank you.
Oh, and by the way, I hope you don't mind, but I invited some friends to ride along. Since I stole the city bus, thought we could just drop them off on the way. They just work at a local farm nearby.
Sure. I guess.
Awesome. Go. The first location we're heading to is the second largest cattle farm in this region. The owner's a former school buddy of mine and a good friend. He supported my campaign for mayor. In fact, it's one of the main reasons that I won.
You didn't need his help, Chris. You won 86% of the votes. You're great. Everybody knows it.
You won with 86% of the votes? That's an incredible margin. What's your secret?
Not caring about winning? I'm kidding. Well, sort of. Initially, I didn't even want to become the mayor. I just wanted to find a way to help people of my town, you know? I mean, You're in public service. I bet you get it. Right. Anyway, I would ask folks what was the one thing they wish they could change about our local leadership. And the response was usually that they wanted someone who actually listened to them. I discovered they want a leader who genuinely is interested in their problems. Someone who understands and wants to help them solve their issues, not just make false promises. I wasn't raised in a wealthy family, so I know what it's like to not have two nickels to rub together. I just wanted to make a difference. And mostly, I wanted people to know there is someone who cares and understands. I try to listen. A whole lot more than I talk.
You have citizens telling you how to solve problems. What do they know about that?
I figure they know more about what they need than I do, Gloria. And isn't that how a representative democracy is supposed to function?
I don't know. That might work out here in a small town with just a handful of farmers and cows, but that is not how big democracy works. I can't listen to every whining citizen. That is definitely not my style.
Johnny, where are you at?
Christian, that's you? Hey, how you doing, son?
Blessed, and it just gets better every day.
Hey, you got that sense of humor, that's good. Yeah, let me ask you something. You got any idea what I'm supposed to be doing in these videos?
Just walk in this area and we'll run through the script, and later I might ask you a few questions.
Yeah, well, that's simple enough. Listen, there's something you need to know. We do pretty much anything for Mayor Chris here, all right?
Hey, Christian, sweet tea and a sandwich?
I ain't saying no to that.
Save me one. Listen, them gunshots, don't pay him no mind. It's just Zeke killing varmints, and he ain't a very good shot.
Right, just, yeah, walk there.
Yeah, I'm walking.
This is so gross. I don't know if I'll ever get the smell out of my clothes.
We might as well just throw them away afterwards. I'll submit for reimbursement. Let the government cover it, right?
You're right. Okay, let's start recording. Welcome to Snow Point's largest cattle farm. I'm Gloria Winters, Secretary of Agriculture. In today's short series, we will show you how our government serves our local farmers and how their laws and regulations benefit their work. For example, our recently empowered tax reform law for farmers will ensure a federal assistance funding program and even better infrastructure on their behalf. Will you share with us how our government has helped serve you as a local farmer during this administrative term?
I'm sorry, but I was told to walk here. I don't have anything prepared to say.
That's okay. Just say whatever you need to and we'll edit it the way we need to later.
Okay. Well, truth is, I believe our government, the government's job helping the local farmers here is, well, it ain't exactly what I'd call great. You know, I think they just flat out don't listen to us. You know, they don't understand what it is we do on a farm, much less what it is we need.
Thank you so much for your honesty and support.
Yeah.
Great. Cut. That's it.
No, just keep walking.
What he said is true. I see farmers struggle daily with all the new regulations and silly laws that don't mean anything.
We all struggle with things. Every branch of government struggles to make the best decisions, to put the best laws and regulations in place for the greater good of all people. One can only hope it's a win-win, but we don't live in a utopia world, do we?
Sounds complicated.
Oh, it is. Very. On the way back, I'm gonna sit in the back to edit the video with Joe.
I believe our government's job helping the local farmers here is, well, it ain't exactly what I'd call great.
Did you get all the shots you needed today? Good.
Government's job helping the local farmers here is great.
Yeah, that should work. Maybe try to blend it into each other a little more to make sure the cut isn't too visible.
His job helping the local farmers here is great. I think they just listen to us. You know, they understand what it is we do on a farm.
Thank you so much for your honesty and support.
Yeah.
Here you go. Tomorrow morning we have 2 filming locations, so let's leave at 8.
Punctuality is key to my job. Did you say something?
I just had a good night.
Thanks.
Thanks. Good morning, ladies. Wow, right on time. Hope you all had a good night.
I slept well. Thanks. Let's get going.
Will you be staying during the Christmas holidays?
Depends. If I keep this job, then probably yes. But for now, we have to finish what we started.
What do you mean if you keep this job? Weren't you just appointed to this cabinet position?
Yes. To be honest, I never wanted to be Secretary of Agriculture. I definitely wanted to be promoted, but I would have preferred a more desirable position. I've already applied for another one.
Yeah, it's a tough job. It's a challenge that most higher-ups seem to fail, at least in my limited experience. You gotta know people, agriculture, tech. You can't always predict economic growth, or the weather for that matter. Most execs just lack the experience and the wherewithal needed to make the position a success. But don't worry, you still have time to make mistakes. I'm sure you'll find your dream job.
In order for us to continue in this great endeavor to build a future in agriculture for American farmers, we need your support. We've accomplished so much already, but we have so much more work to do. Vote for us in the upcoming election. Your vote matters. How have our policies helped you, the small farmer?
Well, great. At least we can write off our tax expenses, but what we really need is more hands-on support from Washington.
That's great. That means when he goes to buy his $1 million tractor, he doesn't have to pay taxes for the money he spent.
I wish I could afford something like that. I just want to buy a new lawnmower.
Great. Cut. That's it.
That was fast today.
Yeah. I studied the scripts last night so we could get this done quickly. Last thing we need is more time out in the freezing cold, smelling like cow manure. Ugh.
I just sent you the notes for the next interview, ma'am. Just make sure he talks about what's happened since the last election. No, you need to edit it better. Make his words fit the script.
Make sure to speak loudly and clearly, okay?
If you'll just sign right here.
What does this mean, editing the interview to make my words fit the script? That sounds a little concerning.
Oh, that's just lawyer talk. Don't worry. We sometimes just need to rearrange some words or cut out some ums or ams so it fits better. That kind of thing. We want you to look great.
Okay, well, whatever.
Okay, so the camera's right there. I'm gonna need you to stand center. Right there, that's good. And make sure to smile. You're happy. Welcome back. Today we are here on a small farm to show you that even our small farmers benefit from our policies. How have our new policies since our last election helped you as a farmer? How have we helped your life directly?
You have no idea how hard you make it for us. The tax incentives are great, but who needs tax incentives when we can't make enough profit to live on, much less pay taxes? The penalties for not complying with the new rules are crazy expensive. The rules themselves are hard to understand. We have no room for error. Seems like we pay 1/3 of our revenue to keep your DC armchairs even more comfortable. I work my butt off every day and can barely afford clothing for my children.
But you do understand that we're doing everything in our power to help you. We're trying to make it so...
You wanna make my life easier? Let me farm the rest of my land without your paperwork and penalties. Don't give me tax breaks on profits I can't make. Give me low interest loans so I can get the equipment I need to make a profit. We've been telling you all the same thing for years and no one listens.
Jill, calm him down.
Sir,
You know what? I'm plenty calm, young lady. I learned a long time ago not to count on anything from no Washington bureaucrat.
Well, that was a waste of time. I doubt we have any footage we can use at all, no matter how clever we edit. Thank you for wasting my valuable time. Jill, who vetted this guy? This can't happen again.
Are you sad? I'm sad too. My dad makes me very sad. He cried last night. I never heard him cry before. He told Mama that money was tight, so he had to sell some more Christmas presents. What makes you sad? Do you want my doll? She's always there for me when I'm sad.
It's complicated. Grown-up stuff.
Yeah, my mommy and daddy say that sometimes. Sure you don't give Betsy a hug? She's a real good hugger.
I'm okay. But I'll leave her here for you.
Oh, okay, fine.
We're leaving.
What? Why? We aren't done. We didn't get anything we can use here.
We're done.
Sorry. Thanks for doing this today, though. See you later. Gloria, I'd like to talk about your plans for tomorrow, if you don't mind. Maybe there's a way I can help make things go smoother. Would you like to join me at the diner?
Sure. Why not? I am pretty hungry.
Okay. I'll take my truck. See you tomorrow.
Christian.
Hey, how are you, bud?
I was hoping to see you here.
What can I help you with?
Do you know anyone interested in these toys? I got no choice. I gotta find a way to get some money to keep the lights on, you know?
Yeah.
I thought with that new tax reform for farmers thing, that we'd be getting money back on that investment we made to open up that back field. Without that money, my mortgage, the other bills, it's just sucking the last bucks out of my wallet.
I know. I heard. We're all hoping it'll get better real soon. You know what? I'll take them.
You will?
I'll take all of them. Yeah, I got a lot of last-minute shopping to do, so you'll be helping me out.
Chris, you're a great blessing for this town, and especially for me.
Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, whoa, no, this is too much money.
No, it's fine.
Chris.
Have a great night. Give those little girls hugs for me, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You bet I will.
Take care.
That's so sad. I met that little girl.
It is sad. I wish I could tell you he just didn't manage his money well. It's not the case. He's a hard worker. He just budgeted based on promises is all. It's a problem a lot of farmers here face.
But why did you buy those presents? I thought that you didn't have any kids.
Yeah, you're right, I don't, but I got something else in mind. I think I'm gonna have the barbecue burger. How about you? Gloria. What's the matter? You haven't said anything since we came in.
I have a lot going on in my head.
Like what?
Hey guys.
Hey, Lily.
Hey, here are your drinks and some fresh baked bread.
Awesome.
Have you decided yet?
Yes. I'm gonna have the barbecue burger with some extra bacon, please.
No surprise there, Chris. You know we do have other things on the menu.
I'm the kind of guy that knows what he likes.
How about you?
I'll have the chicken sandwich with sweet potato fries and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? Really?
It's the best.
Well, all right. Anything else? Like our specialty for today is some bean soup, and we got some really good meatloaf.
No, just that, but thank you.
Thanks.
Have you always lived here?
I was born not far outside town, but we moved here when I was a baby. I also lived in the city for a bit after college while I was in law school.
Wait. You went to law school?
Unbelievable, right? A country bumpkin like me, graduating law school, top of his class. I guess God was looking out for me.
Which college did you attend? It's really hard getting accepted into law school.
Yeah, that's what I hear. You know, I wanted to see how the other half lives, so I went to Harvard Law School.
Wait. What? You went to Harvard?
Yep.
What on earth are you doing here? You should be in DC or New York. They're always looking for great lawyers.
It wasn't my plan. I should say it wasn't God's plan for my life. I wanted to help folks. We don't have a lawyer within a 2-hour radius of this town. This is my home. These people, they're my family. I just want to be somewhere where I could actually help. Where what I do matters and has an impact. But I guess I'll be stuck paying on my student loans until I'm old and gray. Oh, great. That's funny to you, laughing at me.
No,
No, I'm not. I promise. I've never met anyone like you. I guess everyone I went to school with would gladly run over their mom to get a chance to get a job, to get ahead, to get that promotion, earn that money. And you went to Harvard. You graduated top of your class. I mean, you could write your ticket, and here you are.
Here I am. I guess I'm just the best version of myself when I'm here. And besides, it's not my plan I'm trying to follow. It's his.
Well, you are just full of surprises, Mayor Baker. Sorry, I guess they call you Mayor Chris.
Just Chris. But how about tomorrow? I want to figure out whatever it is I can do to help you get what you need so you can get home by Christmas. I say something wrong?
No, I don't know what that looks like anymore.
Christmas?
Home. Thanks for dinner and the nice evening.
Sure. So I'll pick you up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Make sure to travel light though. The plane has a weight limit.
I'll tell the cameraman. Good night.
Night.
Hey, Gloria, I organized you a Wi-Fi router. It has a satellite connection and 20 Mbits with 120 milliseconds ping.
Wow. I have no idea what that means, but thank you so much.
I have no idea what it means either.
Great, but I don't think I need it anymore.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm all right, I guess.
Tell me what's on your heart.
I just can't gauge her right now. On the one hand, she's arrogant and selfish, as you know. But then on the other hand, she's kind-hearted and compassionate. I think she tries to hide it, the compassion. Like it's a weakness or something to be ashamed of. It's like she's stuck in some role she's playing. I wonder how she got that way, you know?
She does kind of remind me of me when I was a young adult.
You were way worse.
Oh, when I was a teenager, I could not wait to get out of Snow Point. I wanted to earn as much money as I could, as quickly as I could, and one day buy a penthouse in the city. Then, after getting my master's in economics, working a year on Wall Street, I could not find a single person who cared enough about me to give me the emotional support that I needed. It was like all people cared about was getting ahead and crossing the finish line of some unspoken race. I came home because I knew what I needed. Never felt so alone. I think it might be that way with Gloria right now. She gets reminded of what she needs, then slowly warms up. But even for me, I mean, it was a hard decision to shift my focus onto what's really important. It takes courage to admit your dream is wrong for you. For me, it meant coming home. Listen, give her some time. I bet she figures it out.
I don't know, sis.
You're not the co-pilot today?
Not today. Anyway, I'm just a student pilot, trying to get enough hours to get my pilot's license. But Jeremy's my instructor, so we're in good hands.
Well, you've been a great co-pilot, Mayor Chris. Thanks for coming with us.
We're huggers at Snow Point. Watch your head.
Welcome aboard the Heaven Express. I'll be your pilot today. Now, for your own safety, I need everybody to wear your seatbelt at all times. Not that that'd help anything. This is a no-frills flight, so there's no oxygen masks, no life preservers, and no chance of survival if anything happens. Just in case we experience a lack of cabin pressure, I need everybody to take a deep breath and hold it as long as you can. Now let's practice. I'm just messing with you. We're gonna be just fine.
So how do you like my sister's hotel?
It's cute. When I was a kid, I dreamed of having a bed and breakfast in the mountains one day.
Why didn't you do it?
I guess I grew up.
What got you into politics then?
That's a long story.
Well, we got some time.
I certainly didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, that's for sure. We lived in the Chicago suburbs. My parents worked at a plant in our town. When the factory shut down, things got financially tight. My parents had a really hard time, especially my dad. I'd hear them talking about how sad he was, and he'd just say that it was his responsibility to provide for our family. And when it looked like we might lose that little house of ours, well, that's when things went from bad to worse. I was almost 16 the day I found my dad dead in the shed behind our house. After that day, I wasn't a kid anymore. I'd hear them talking about how depressed and desperate he had become. I guess he killed himself, but I don't know. There were so many times I wanted to ask my mom what she thought, but
It's okay.
sorry. He had a life insurance policy from work, and she used that to pay off the rest of the mortgage. And she saved the rest until I was ready to attend college. She worked at a coffee shop as a barista and then became the manager. She worked so hard. She spent every dime she had on me. She wanted me to have a better life. I wanted to help people and make a change. Growing up, we often felt overlooked in our town by the politicians, like our problems weren't important enough, I guess. And that's when I saw opportunity to help people by getting into politics.
What happened then?
I realized pretty quickly that all my efforts would be useless if I didn't have any power, No one was gonna listen to me sitting in the back row of politics. So my goal became to climb the career ladder as fast as possible to be heard. But I found myself reaching for the next promotion, the next power position, the next biggest paycheck, I guess. I guess I lost track of my true intentions. Became about me.
What about your mom? What is she doing now?
We don't talk anymore. We quarreled all the time. She told me that God had a purpose for my life and that I was made for so much more. We had an argument about a year ago or so. She told me that I'd forgotten who I was and where I came from. I told her that at least I was made for so much more than managing some crappy coffee shop. She cried. We haven't spoken since.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I haven't thought about her in a while. First time really since being here. After I saw how kindly you spoke to your sister, and the people here reminded me a lot of her. She's a lot like you, Always ready to take on people's problems. I mean, come on, as if she doesn't have enough of her own, right? When I saw the struggles of the people here, it reminded me a lot of my childhood and the values I used to fight for. But, I'm on a path of destruction now, and I don't see a way out.
There's always hope.
Yeah. Right.
We'll be descending shortly. As your pilot, I'd like to thank you for a pleasant flight. And as your janitor, I'd like to thank you for not using the barf bag. Hope to have you back on aboard again soon.
Let's hope so, since we're flying back with you tomorrow.
We'll see. Oh, by the way, I also want to thank you for the in-flight entertainment. Felt like I was listening to Days of Our Lives. Loud and clear.
What can you tell us about you and your farm?
Well, I'm Jack, and I grew up on this farm. I worked it with my dad, and everything I know and love is here. When my parents retired, I took over.
What is your main job on this farm?
Well, we're a crop farm, and we mostly grow barley and wheat.
What are the challenges you face as a farmer, and how do you feel our government helps you?
Well, no offense, but I don't think anybody in big government has ever made much effort to really understand the farming challenges we face.
How so?
Well, you see, there's this vicious cycle that we have to combat. All it takes is one bad year, like poor weather, a severe drought, a storm, and it leads to a bad crop year, which leads to less revenue. And less revenue leads to less investment in seeds and equipment for the following year, which leads to even less revenue. And once you're in that cycle, it's hard to get out. I have 600 acres of land here that I could cultivate, but I'm currently only working half of it.
Why? Why not just plant the whole field?
Well, it's not that simple. To plant and harvest takes equipment and manpower, and that takes money. So in a bad crop year with less money, you can't buy equipment, and people don't work for free. They have mouths to feed too. So we have less acres to cultivate. We also don't like the way it hits the small farmers more than the big corporate farmers, because they have investors. All I've got is me and the local bank and whatever the government's willing to lend us, which ain't much anymore.
What would be your #1 Christmas wish this year?
For my farm or personally?
Both, I guess.
Well, personally, I'd love to be able to decorate the house with some beautiful Christmas lights and have a really nice Christmas Eve dinner for my family and friends. You know, a real celebration of the birth of Jesus. And I'd also like to be able to do more for my children and my grandchildren, but it's just currently not possible. And for the farm, I would say access to some good, modern, working agriculture equipment. That way I could cultivate all of my land in less time and be more efficient. God, how I love this land. I want to make it a legacy that I could pass on to my children one day. But that's a wish not even Santa could fulfill.
Jack, would you like to pray for us?
Sure. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the people of the community that you've given us. Thank you for pouring out your love, your grace, and your mercy upon us. We ask that you help us with the challenges we face and let us have a Merry Christmas, remembering the reason we celebrate Christmas is because you love us so much that you gave us the gift of your Son, Jesus.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Grandpa, look, it started snowing.
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah, but means it'll take an extra half hour for me to start my cranky tractor.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, fun. It's not like I'm already working an 80-hour week.
Grandpa, how about you buy a new tractor?
That's easier said than done, darling. New tractors cost more than the average home.
Okay. Can't you share a tractor with someone? Mama always tells us to share with people who have less than us.
That'd be nice, sweetie, but all the small farmers struggle with the same problems we do. It's not that easy to share.
Good night. You want to go for a short walk in the snow?
Sure. Some fresh country air might do me some good.
It's cold.
I'm an Illinois girl. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll go grab something.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, it's so beautiful outside. I haven't seen real snow like this in years. DC snow is a mess.
Years? City pace is different. But you're here now.
It's getting really cold outside.
Do you like my jacket?
No, I just put snow in your jacket.
What? Oh, that's Gloria Winters.
Good morning.
Whoa. Did you have a rough night last night or something?
Well, good morning to you too. Do I really look that bad?
Oh, no. You look beautiful. I just meant...
I know what you meant. I'm just kidding.
Coffee?
Yes, please. So I was up all night thinking about what we discussed yesterday. So it seems to me the biggest problems that you and the other farmers face is that there's a lack of modern equipment. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. If we had better equipment, we could cultivate all of our land and work more efficiently, increasing our profits that we could use to put back into growing our operation. It'd be the opposite cycle. Modern machines save time, money, and resources, and we lack all of that.
One moment.
Would you and the other farmers be interested in joining an organization if it guaranteed good rental prices for the modern equipment needed, like a union?
Yeah, sure, if something like that existed, but had to take a decision on a much higher level, and nobody stands up for small farmers like us.
Sorry. That was the pilot. It's gonna be a few hours to clear the runway of all the snow from last night. And he has to de-ice the plane. So he's not gonna make it here until around noon.
But we have an appointment at 12.
We'll cancel that. I have a new plan. Grab your laptop, Jill. We got some work to do.
You got it, boss.
I need a list of every manufacturer of agricultural machinery in the Northwest. I need their contact information, and I need to know who runs their PR and marketing departments. Then I need a list of all the farmers in the region, and I need to know what their total crop yields are. I need the cumulative total, and we need to rent the town hall.
Of course, I'm on it, but what are you planning this for, Gloria?
Well, I have done a lot of listening since I've been here, and now it's time for action.
2, 3, smile. Families take the train. Gingerbread is on its way. As we can.
So, Christian is working to get us the town hall. This is a spreadsheet of the various crops broken down by type and by individual farms. And then here are the cumulative totals.
That is so much better than I expected. Together, these regional farmers already make the size of most corporate farms. This is great work. Thank you, Jill. What? What's so funny?
I don't think you've ever thanked me before.
Hello? Hello?
You okay?
No one seems to care about the local farmers, when the Secretary of Agriculture calls himself.
I might know someone. I met him back at Harvard. His name's George Wesley. He owns a huge tractor company or something. He skis out here sometimes, but he's always had a heart for people in need.
Do you have his number?
No, but you should be able to find him online. Just Google Wesley Tractors.
George?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. This is Gloria Winters from DC, Secretary of Agriculture. I'm calling to speak to Mr. Wesley. It's rather urgent.
Unfortunately, Mr. Wesley's on vacation, but if it's urgent...
It is urgent. Quite urgent, actually. I think she's transferring me or something.
This is George Wesley. What can I do for you, Gloria? I wasn't expecting a call from the Department of Agriculture before Christmas, and frankly, not ever. Our office is closed for the holidays, and I haven't taken time to be up with my family.
I know, and I'm really sorry to inconvenience you, but my friend Christian Baker told me to contact you.
Wait, Christian told you to call me? That's interesting. Chris is a good man. He's one of the best. Well, if you're friends with Chris, I'm all ears. What can I do for you, Gloria?
Well, sir, there is a bit of a crisis out here in the heartland involving small family-owned farmers.
I'm well aware of that, Miss Winters. I don't live under a rock. We've watched these small family-owned farm sales plummet over the last few years.
Exactly. Chris said you were the man who understands this sort of thing. He also said you might be able to help me explore creative ways to make things better.
So, you're from the government and you're here to help?
I get it, George. I really do. But I really do want to help solve these issues, I promise. And you might be in the position to help me do just that. I'm calling to see if you'd be interested in working a government deal, a partnership to help support the local farmers.
I'd love to help if I can.
Thank you, George. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm currently in Snow Point, and Chris said that you might be in the region. If so, I'd love to meet at your convenience.
How's tomorrow at noon sound for you? It only takes an hour to drive to Snow Point, and quite honestly, I'd love to see Chris. Why don't we meet at the diner?
Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow at 12 at the diner.
How'd it go?
Awesome. I'm meeting George at noon tomorrow, and we're meeting at the diner.
That's great news. Anyone would be willing to help. It's George. And would you be interested in joining me for dinner at my sister's place tonight?
Oh, so we're at the meeting the family stage already, are we?
No, well, you already know
Oh
her.
my gosh, I'm just messing with you.
So is that a yes then?
Yes!
Okay.
Silent night, I only have one wish for the shooting star. Holy night, send me someone to love so I can hold their hand while we're ice skating around the trees in Central Park. Kiss them under the mistletoe. Oh, I want a Christmas kind of spark. Santa Claus, do you know Cupid sent his arrow straight to my heart? I wanna fall in love this Christmas. Santa, that would be the greatest gift of all. turtle doves, and all my favorite things come in sets of two. So does love. Send me someone I can talk to. We'll share stories.
Ready? Hey.
Hey. Oh, I think I've seen this bottle of lemonade before.
Did I miss something?
Never mind. So let's open this baby up.
All right.
Honey, you gotta help me with this. I can't figure out how the... Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. It looks like I'm late.
No, it's okay. We came really early. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Gloria.
Gloria. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you from Christian.
Rudolph, you're making her feel uncomfortable. Come on, Gloria. We have a surprise for you.
Aw.
Okay, don't look. Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1.
That's so beautiful. Wow. Did you do that?
Yeah, Mommy and I made it.
So you must be Noelle. And yep, that's me, Gloria.
So I heard you had some kind of secret plan to help the farmers?
Yes. Well, at least I hope so. After everything I've seen and, well, the things I heard, I guess my mission changed.
Maybe you're here for a reason, Gloria. God's ways are not always clear until we see them in the rearview mirror, at least in my own life.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Chris was actually the one who inspired me to, I don't know.
Listen?
Yes, listen.
Yeah, but I'm still curious about just what it is you want to do here. I mean, how is it you're going to help? This isn't the kind of thing you just throw money at. I mean, that's a short-term fix.
Well, my plan is to unite the farmers and work out a government subsidized contract so they can collectively rent or purchase the machinery they need.
By the way, Rudy, we have a meeting with a lot of the farmers tomorrow. 10 a.m. at the town hall.
Now that's interesting. That might even work. Sadly, this Christmas is kind of ruined for everybody already.
Oh, Rudolph.
No, you're right. We should do something so they all have a Merry Christmas.
I can make a cake.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you're a clever one, Noelle. What about some sort of Christmas gathering?
Oh, that's too much, Miss Gloria. I can only bake one cake at a time.
Noelle, you're too sweet.
We should have a Christmas gathering with great food and music, but we would need a location.
How about my cafe?
What? You also have a cafe?
Yeah, it's the one we've been to several times.
That's crazy. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know, but I think the diner's too small.
Look, I'm not trying to be a wet blanket here, but how exactly are we going to pay for all of this? I mean, that's a lot of mouths to feed.
And a lot of cakes, Daddy.
And Christmas presents.
Really? Presents?
Yeah, why not?
Look, I don't want to be the wet blanket here, but that's a lot of money we're talking about here. You'd be welcome to use the cafe, of course, but who's going to pay for all this?
I've spent a lot of years putting favors in the bank, Rudolph. Time to cash some in.
If we really want to invite everybody in need, then we need a space that's way larger than Carol's Diner.
You're right. What about the town hall?
I don't know. That's tough to get. It requires town hall approval, which means you got to get a hold of the mayor. And I know him. He's a really busy guy.
I know the mayor. That's you, Uncle Chris, and you're never very busy.
What? I'm always busy.
No, just talking to people, that's all. It's not like a real job.
Ouch.
Talking is the easy part, Noelle. It's the listening.
You really don't have to do that. My brother could help.
No, it's fine, I promise. He's playing with Noelle. She's really sweet, by the way.
She really is something special. She loves her Uncle Chris. So, you and Christian.
Is it that obvious?
You two are grinning like Cheshire cats.
Yeah, well, that wasn't always the plan. You know, the last few years I've only focused on my career, but when I met Chris and I saw the way he lived and how he cared about people, it just reminded me that there's more to life than just your job.
I understand you for sure. I mean, you know I have a lot going on with the inn, the cafe, Noelle, all her activities. Keeping God in the center of my life with my family, it's hard work. But you'll figure it out. Just be sure you have a why to what you're doing. And like I said, keep God in the center. It just makes life so much easier. And the hard work, it's worth it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just still trying to figure out my why, you know? I thought I knew. So, you said, Chris talked about me?
Did I? Oh, yes. Ever since you arrived here. In the beginning, well, but lately, well.
In the beginning, he called you the bossy Karen from the Pentagon.
I don't even work at the Pentagon.
I don't think that was the important part. He doesn't call you that anymore, though.
So, I am a bossy Karen.
She told you?
Yeah. Yep. She did.
Thanks, Carol. Well, things have changed.
Mommy said you can join us for our 4th Advent dinner. You can help me light the candles.
If she wants.
If you want.
Oh, I would love to.
She would love to. I don't know if I can make another cake tomorrow. I got a lot going on.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Gloria Winters, the new Secretary of Agriculture. As you might know, my team and I have been interviewing some of you about some of the problems and challenges you face.
Yeah, but not listening to us.
That's fair. To be honest, I didn't really care much about what your problems were when I first got here. I know that's a horrible thing to say, but it's the truth, and I'm embarrassed to admit it. Some of you have truly touched my heart. Some more than others. But I am listening. I do hear you, and I do want to help, if you'll let me.
What do you say, Tony? Want to hear what she has to say?
Sure.
Thank you. So I feel like the most common frustration I've heard from you guys is that you're unable to utilize your land because you don't have the modern equipment needed to make you efficient, and you don't have the money to hire a bunch of people. As I understand it, this becomes a vicious cycle because once you underutilize your land, you will lower your revenue, compounding the problem. It seems to me that if you could just get access to modern equipment to make you more efficient, you could get ahead and start to build again.
So what do you propose? We don't have no money to compete with the corporate farms, so what? We just ask Santa for the new equipment?
That would be a great idea, but I think I have another solution. So, would having access to modern equipment help or not?
Okay, I think that's a yes.
That's right.
I got you, Ted.
My assistant Jill and I have been working tirelessly the past few days, making phone calls, forming relationships, and finding support. And we came up with an idea. We propose forming a co-op, like a union of regional farmers to give you strength in numbers. By working together, you could combine your financial resources, and through a relationship which we already created, you could establish a rental plan which would enable you to rent modern, efficient machinery at an affordable price. Additionally, we will establish this as a pilot program, which will provide federal funds, driving the prices down even further, maybe to almost nothing within the first year. I've already paved a way through this through a proposal paper we created, and I have the authority to fast track it. You will profit. You will continue to work as a co-op team, helping one another, sharing in risk and rewards, and competing with corporate farms like never before. This will become the model for a nationwide program.
And I've talked to some fellow lawyers across the region, and we've been working on the contracts that will ensure the proper execution of the rental agreements with Wesley Tractors, as soon as the federal monies are approved, of course.
Which I promise will come by the first of the year.
We've also set up some meetings with other manufacturers that we believe will jump on board once we're up and running.
Man, this might actually change something. I know.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wesley.
Nice
I'm
to meet you.
Gloria. Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you hungry? Do you want anything to eat? Their chicken sandwiches are to die for.
Well, I've been in online meetings all morning and I skipped breakfast, so yeah, that sounds great.
Hey, Lily.
Hey, what would you like to order today?
I will have your famous chicken sandwich and a Diet Coke.
Great choice. I'll have the same. Oh, also the Diet Coke, please.
Any fries?
Sure.
Same.
I'll get that for you right away.
So, let's talk business. How'd it go at the farmers meeting? Christian texted me and said you were a big hit, so what's your game plan?
Well, as you know, I want to get these farmers the modern equipment they need to make them efficient enough to start making a profit again so they can compete with the corporate farmers. We encourage them to form a co-op to broaden their financial assets and share in risk and rewards. Your discounted offer is very generous, George, and I am working very hard to get it funded so I can get it paid off by the first of the year. I'm also working very hard on creating a pilot program and hope to expand it nationwide. Now, getting this funded will not be easy, and I know that it'll take a lot of work jumping through hoops of political red tape, but I'm very confident that we can get this done.
So, are you sure you can convince the administration to come on board with us? Because if not, you're just putting a Band-Aid over a bigger wound that won't heal, Gloria.
I know. I'm very confident that I can get this done. Of course, I can't promise anything. Look, George, I know politicians. I'm one of them. But I know I can do this by getting the word out there and giving the administration all of the credit. Once that is done, it'll be impossible for them to pull the plug because it'll make our administrative image look bad, and that is the last thing they want before the next election. So that's the game plan.
It doesn't sound like much of a career builder for you. In fact, maybe even a career ender.
Maybe. But I'm willing to take that chance. This is important. It's the very reason I chose politics in the first place. For times like these, so... Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. But it'll take more than me to get this program to work. Look, I've been blessed by God, Gloria. My company's grown more than I could possibly hope or imagine. But I can't support this all by myself. We'll need others.
And we'll find them. So here is the financial plan of the details, including exactly what we need and what we can offer.
Great, you're back. How was the meeting?
I think it went really well.
That's good. I have the scripts for today's appointments.
For what?
For the campaign videos. You know, the whole reason we're here during the holidays.
Right. Nope, we will be canceling that. We have a new mission now, and I would love for you to help me plan a Christmas party for the local farmers.
Really? Why?
Didn't you hear their stories? They can't afford to eat, let alone celebrate Christmas. I want them to have a Merry Christmas.
All right, well, how are we gonna budget in order to pay for that?
I'm taking care of it now.
Wouldn't you agree that this kind of seems like your own personal project?
You're right, I suppose. You are free to leave or stay and help. I respect whatever decision you choose.
I'd rather fly back and work from home over the holidays, to be honest. That's great what you're doing though, but I don't know. Didn't you always say that we need to do what's best for the administration? Didn't you always express that we need to put the administration first?
You're right. I did say those things, but I don't know. I realize now that it was wrong of me to say those things, Jill. There's so much more to life than just getting ahead. Look, you should go home, keep working hard, but don't forget to spend time with friends and family. But before you leave, can you send me the notes you have on the Farmers Co-op project? And most importantly, have a Merry Christmas, Jill. Hey, Carol. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. I was wondering if you had some time tomorrow morning to go to the town hall to figure out where to set up Christmas decorations. I'll pick you up tomorrow. Chris let me borrow his truck. Oh, I'm so sorry. You are so sweet to give him your car so I could borrow his truck. Does 10 a.m. tomorrow work for you? Hey, what are you still doing here?
Where's Jill?
She flew back to the city.
Oh.
I'll be right there.
No hurry.
Sorry. The shower had broke and water was spraying everywhere. Christian needs to fix that.
Christian? Is he your repairman?
He still really likes working with his hands and he's good at fixing things, so frankly, Rudolph prefers working on digital problems.
Well, that's good to know. He's gonna make someone very happy one day with mad skills like that.
I'm sure he will. Whoever that may be. So, I've organized all of the extra Christmas decorations that I have. If you don't mind to help me load those in the truck.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think this is it.
Do you think that's enough?
Yeah, I have some friends bringing by some more stuff to the venue, so. Okay, well, it's locked. But my car is here, which means Chris is in his office. I'll call him, have him let us in, help us with this stuff. Hey, can you come over and help us carry some stuff in to the town hall and unlock the building for us? It doesn't matter where we got the stuff. Just come over here and help us, now. You can rest later. Chris does not do mornings. Growing up, me and Mom had to practically drag him out of bed to get him to school on time. You have that end. See, this is what I hate about unboxing Christmas lights. It does not matter how carefully you pack them away after the holidays. It's like these tiny, invisible elves jump in the boxes after they're sealed and twist it into a million knots. Look at this mess. It's twisted like a pretzel.
Yeah, I remember that happening. I just love hanging Christmas lights. You know, I haven't put up Christmas decorations in years.
Oh, well, that's sad. I'm sorry you missed out on celebrating Christmas. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
It's my favorite time of year.
All right, that's the last box.
How about you help us untangle these lights?
Ladies, as much as I'd love to stay, I'm out of here. I have a meeting at the diner, and I have to stop by my office first.
It's okay. Carol and I have it all under control, don't we?
Hey, how about you pay your tab at the diner before you leave today? Does it look like I have free meal tickets written all over my forehead or something?
Well, yeah, now that you mention it, there it is. I can see it. I'm kidding. I will pay today, but only because you're my favorite sister.
Dude, I'm your only sister.
Love you.
Okay, let's put the rest of the Christmas decorations over here, and then we'll put the branches up against the wall.
Cool.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Tis the season to be jolly. Don't we know our gay apparel from the ancient Yuletide carols?
Good morning.
Oh, Janet, hey. What are you doing here?
I was looking for Christian. I hear he's the mayor now?
He is. He's not here right now.
Do you know maybe where I could find him?
Not exactly.
Hey, I'm Gloria. It's nice to meet you. Chris went to his office. It's just right across the street right there.
Great, thank you, Carol. Bye.
Why did you tell her where Chris is?
Just trying to be friendly. She seemed nice.
That was Janet.
Okay.
Didn't Chris tell you about her?
No, I don't think so.
That's his ex. They were engaged, but things fell apart really quick after she moved away to college. She was all about chasing her dreams, and she couldn't wait to get out of this town, and Chris was dead set on staying. So he refused to go with her, and she called off the wedding that they'd been planning together. He was really brokenhearted, but to be honest, I never really liked her.
How long ago was that?
Oh, it's been a few years. Chris was managing all the legal stuff for the farmers in town, and there was no one to replace him, so he just didn't feel right about leaving and abandoning them, so.
He didn't tell me.
Well, it's not exactly his favorite topic. I mean, he was really hurt, but he's so much better now, and he's better off without her.
Thank you, Jill. I'm heading back to the hotel now, so I'll take a look at the documents once I get there.
Great. I also shared the drafts with Mayor Baker and with George Wesley as you requested.
I really appreciate how hard you've helped me work on this. Thank you.
It's the right thing to do. I just hope we still have jobs when it's over. Bye, Gloria. Have a nice holiday.
I'm so happy things have worked out for you here, Chris. It's really good to see you. I know it's been a while since we last saw one another, and a lot has happened to both of us. But I have some exciting news I wanted you to hear.
It's good to see you too. It's been a few years. I heard things are going well for you in the city. I'm sorry, what's the exciting news?
Well, yeah, things have been really good. It was hard in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. I missed you and I missed home, but I worked really hard and I've built an amazing life for myself, and well, I got to meet a lot of people, and to be honest, I got to know somebody.
You got to know somebody?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what does that mean? Or I just hope it means you're happy.
I am. He is the greatest guy. He's smart and handsome, charming. He's very successful. He supports me in all my dreams. I did not mean that the way it sounded.
Of course you did. Don't be silly. You know, we just value different things. And that's okay. You deserve someone who's going to support your dreams and just adore you, Janet. When we were engaged, I made it pretty clear that this was my home and I wanted to stay in this town.
You did.
And you wanted to go after something different. But that's the past. I'm happy for you. And you know what? I think things are turning out fine. Just the way God intended for our lives.
I was a little nervous telling you, you know, about everything.
I'm glad you made the trip down here to tell me. You're right. News would have spread like a wildfire. You know, people love to gossip.
Oh, you're right. I could hear it now. So his name is Brett.
Okay.
And we are so in love. We've been together for over a year, and what I wanted to tell you in person is we're getting married.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Janet. It's not a ring, that's a rock.
He did good.
All right, bring it in. Congrats.
Thank you. All right. Town gossip.
Okay.
But most important, what is going on with you? Mayor? Not something I thought I'd see you doing, but you seem genuinely happy.
I am. I mean, Snow Point hasn't changed much, as I'm sure you can imagine. But we have a lot going on. Some big things in the works. And if I'm being honest, I got to know someone as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Who is she?
She is the last person on the planet that I thought I'd ever fall for. I assure you that.
Such an idiot! What was I thinking? Chris pretends like he's crazy about me, but he's probably just using me to help his town. Such a stupid girl! Then he has the nerve to get back with his ex right in front of my face! It's just like every other guy in DC. That's what it is. It's a head game to get what he wants. And I thought he was different. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Carol, it's Gloria. You don't sound very good. Is everything okay?
Not really. I saw them.
Who did you see?
Christian and Janet. I saw them together. They're back together, happily ever after.
Wow, really? That's crazy.
I was driving, but I stopped at a stop sign and I looked at the cafe window and I saw them sitting there. They were holding hands, staring at each other, all smiles. And then I saw them hugging as if they were celebrating getting back together.
Gloria, I know my brother. That doesn't sound like him at all. I mean, he was completely over that relationship a long time ago. And look, to be honest, we've all been kind of dancing around this, but I'm gonna shoot you straight. everyone knows that he's really into you.
Yeah, well, I thought so too. But look, I know what I saw, and I am not a child, Carol. He's into her.
No, of course not. But I'm just saying, I think we need to hear his side of the story. He'll talk to us. To you. He'll tell you the truth, I know him.
But didn't you say they never officially quit? That they just put things on hold? I mean, maybe she came back to ask him to pick things where they left off, and just he...
I don't know. Maybe, but listen, if I've learned one thing in 9 years of marriage, it's that communication is key. So talk to him.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll talk to him.
Great. As if I don't have enough to talk to him about, and now this.
Wow. I love you too. I'll see you tonight. Of course I miss you. Okay, I gotta get going. Yeah, bye for now.
Gloria, what are you doing here? Did you talk to Chris?
I don't want to talk about it. Not now, not ever.
What happened?
Look, I really don't want to talk about it. Can we just hang out?
Yeah, we'll have a girls' night and we'll put on some pajamas and watch a movie, eat some ice cream.
I could really use some ice cream.
Are we eating ice cream for dinner?
No, sweetie. Miss Gloria and I,
we're eating our feelings.
Ooh, I want to eat my feelings too. Can my feelings taste like chocolate, Mommy?
Sure. I'll get you some chocolate ice cream.
Are your feelings chocolate or vanilla?
More like Rocky Road.
My feelings are chocolate. It's my favorite.
Oh, yeah, we're not gonna watch that. Oh.
My friend Mercy is dropping off some candles at the cafe. She handcrafted these. You care to swing by the house and get them on your way to the town hall?
Oh, hi. You're Gloria, right? The woman from DC.
Yes. You're Janet.
I am. That looks really heavy. Do you need some help?
Nope, I'm good. Oh, wow. What a beautiful ring.
Oh, thank you. My fiance got it for me. It's all so fresh and I'm just in love.
That's great.
What about you? Are you in a relationship?
I don't think so.
But I thought you was...
Look, I gotta get going, but congratulations. Hey, Carol.
Hey. Oh, that looks heavy. Let me help you.
Oh, no, I got it.
Well, what do you think?
I think it looks really good. A little TLC and it'll look great.
Let's do it. How do some people make these look so perfect?
I don't know, but I think we're doing a really good job.
So, I gotta get going to get dinner on. I don't think we can have ice cream 2 nights in a row. I hope you don't mind, but I asked if Christian could come by and help you decorate the tree, so...
Oh, okay, yeah. Don't mind. Great.
See you later.
See you soon.
Gloria, boy am I happy to see you. Where have you been? I was starting to think you were avoiding me or something.
Oh, were you now? That's silly.
Why haven't you answered my calls? I left you several messages.
Look, I think we need to keep this professional. Mayor Baker, really happy to help with the party and glad we found a way to help with the farmers, but I've been doing a lot of thinking and I need to head back to DC after the Christmas party. This whole charm of yours worked, so let's just stop with the head games, okay?
What are you talking about? What head games?
I don't really feel comfortable continuing to flirt with an engaged man, Chris. Oh, I mean, Mayor Baker.
Gloria, wait. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. I've dated enough guys like you in DC, and I thought you were different. I was wrong. I saw you, that girl, together.
Okay, stop. I need you to tell me whatever it is you think you saw.
I'm talking about you and your fiance and that beautiful engagement ring where you proposed to her at the sweet little diner, cafe, whatever it's called.
And I'm telling you, I have no idea what you're... Are you talking about Janet?
Of course I'm talking about Janet.
You got that all wrong. Yes, I was engaged to Janet before, but that was years ago. When I talked to her yesterday, that was the first time I've spoke with her in years.
Oh, well, don't you move fast, Mayor Baker. What a charmer you are.
This is crazy. You've got the wrong idea.
How can it be anything other than that? You're engaged. She told me herself.
She's engaged.
Oh, so you think this is funny? I saw the ring. I saw you holding her hand, smiling, hugging at her. I'm not blind.
I don't think it's funny. I saw the ring too. She came all the way to Snow Point right before Christmas to tell me that she was engaged to someone else and that they were getting married soon. She just wanted me to hear from her first. She didn't want me to hear from someone else. When you saw me holding her hand, I was literally looking at the ring on her finger. I'm happy for her. And I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. I would never...
But I heard you on the phone saying you loved and missed her.
When?
Yesterday morning when I came to your office to tell you that I saw you and Janet together.
Gloria, that was my mom on the phone. I promise you that was my mom. She's coming to dinner tonight.
Oh. Oh, I am so embarrassed. I am so sorry, Chris. I
Thought it was Mayor Baker now.
I'm really sorry, Chris. I thought...
I know what you thought. I would never intentionally hurt you. But it is cute that you care so much. Should we get back to decorating? Don't we have a
A lot of work to do?
Just a tree. And the mistletoe.
Oh, the mistletoe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really loved decorating the tree as a kid. You know, the smell of evergreen and homemade cookies baking in the oven. I can almost taste the gingerbread right now. Those are just unforgettable moments that I will never outgrow. Hey.
Christian, Gloria, it's good to see you two together.
Thank you again for inviting us.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. Did you two get finished decorating the tree?
We did, and it looks fabulous. You should see the star. It's beautiful.
I can't wait. Everybody's gonna love it. Oh, come on in. It's cold out there. So
what?
So what happened? Obviously, you two talked and made up.
Yes. And yes. I know what you did there, by the way. You sent Chris to help me decorate the tree on purpose. Little matchmaker.
I told you, communication is key. But sometimes you need a little help getting started.
I should have known.
So?
So you're right. Janet came to town to tell him she was getting engaged and married. And what I saw at the cafe window was a big misunderstanding. And the phone call I overheard was, telling your mom he loved her. He also invited her over for dinner tonight.
Maybe he should have told me. Could you help me set another place at the table?
Seems I was tonight's surprise.
Oh no, Mom, we're also glad you're here.
Grandma, you came!
Oh!
I've missed you!
I missed you too.
Grandma, we got to eat ice cream for dinner last night. Isn't that so cool? I love it when Miss Gloria comes over. We get to eat a lot of ice cream.
Ice cream, huh? Well, I guess you really do like her.
Mom, I want to introduce you to a very special person in my life. This is Gloria.
Gloria! It's finally good to place a face with all the impressive stories I've heard about you. Wow. Christian, she's not only smart but pretty too. She's really a great catch. Welcome to the family.
Okay, Mom, that's enough hugging for now. Let's save some for later, okay?
Okay.
So, special person in your life, huh?
Did I say something wrong?
No, your mom is awesome. I'm just very touched to feel welcomed and a part of your family. I haven't felt that way in years.
Maybe she thinks we're already.
Well, are we?
I just meant.
I'm just teasing. We have a lot of kinks to work out, and I'm just glad that we're taking the time to get to know one another.
Right. Exactly what I was gonna say. Took the words out of my mouth. And I wanted to say that I want us to be completely honest with each other, even when it's hard sometimes.
Speaking of honesty, I told you once that the position I'm in now is not my dream job.
I know. You just took it as a step up on the career ladder.
Right. And when I found out that I was going to be Secretary of Agriculture, I instantly applied for another position, a job I've always dreamed of having, Secretary of Digital Media and Cultural Engagement.
So are you saying you could leave soon? Can't you just keep this job?
Well, that wouldn't be an easy thing to do. When I applied for the job, I wrote that I would instantly give up this position, and they agreed that they'd have someone else take it.
So, what would that mean?
I
I've set everything in motion to fund the Farmers Co-op project. Whoever replaces me, it'll be really difficult for them to undo anything because the media coverage will go viral and everyone will love it. I mean, the program should be safe, Chris.
I meant us. What about us?
Look, I mean, I will be shocked if they choose me, especially after crashing the campaign I was hired to do here. They're probably stuck with the negative aftermath of it all and not too pleased with me changing the narrative. I'll be lucky if I get to keep my job. Dinner's ready. That smells incredible. What is it?
Thank you. It is an old family recipe. It's German goulash with Spätzle.
Interesting. Are you German?
Mom's mom was German, and we just fell in love with some of her favorite dishes. So,
Should we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time of fellowship together with family and friends. God, we ask your blessing on our time. We ask your blessing on those that prepared this meal and blessings on the families at this Christmas time. Amen.
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 I don't mean to be rude, but why are you here?
Mom, I told you.
Well, I mean, I know why you're sitting here at this table, because I'm the sweetest son, but you are a DC politician, and this is no point.
That's a fair question. Honestly, I am not proud of the reason why I came here, but ever since arriving, I saw how hard life is for the farmers out here, and I was supposed to do the opposite, to help gain votes.
And that's politics.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
come on, guys. This is the fourth Advent. It's Christmas.
And what, people's problems don't matter at Christmas?
Can we just talk about something else? Celebrate Christmas, maybe?
No, she's right. I mean, how are we supposed to celebrate Christmas when life is so uncertain? Miss Baker, I might have come here to gain votes, but ever since being here, someone special has taught me how to listen. And I have, and well, I'm ready to help.
Well, good luck with that. I mean, maybe you can change the way politicians ignore people's problems, but I kind of doubt it.
You can, if you're brave enough to try. I'm really glad you're here with us.
Thank you, Miss Baker. Me too.
Sorry about my mom. And Rudy.
No, it's fine. She's really sweet. You can tell she just wants the best for you and your sister.
It's that time again.
What time, sweetie?
For the Christmas story, can you tell it to me?
It's just been a long...
Let's just wait for the others to get here, and then we'll do it.
Okay, I'll go get them.
Sounds good.
What Christmas story is she talking about?
The Christmas story?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No. The Bible one. About Jesus?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my mom used to tell it.
So, Gloria, we have a family Christmas tradition that came from my grandma, Mom's mom, and she had this nativity scene of Bethlehem. So every year we like to sit around and listen to the Christmas story on the fourth Advent.
Jesus' birthday's almost here, so now it's a perfect time to tell it, so we remember.
Remember what?
You know, that God loves us, that he loves us so much that he sent his son.
That's right. So, the Christmas story begins with a young woman named
Mary.
Mary was engaged to Joseph, and an angel came to them and told them that Mary would be pregnant and have a son, and his name would be Jesus, and he would be the Son of God. An angel also came to Joseph and told him why Mary would be pregnant. Well, the emperor in that day, he wanted to have a census. So Mary and Joseph had to travel to
Bethlehem.
And the journey was very long, and Mary was very pregnant. When they got there on their donkey, they had to knock on many doors because there were many other people there. And they knocked and asked the innkeepers, "Is there any room that they always answered,
"No, we don't have the room."
So finally, Mary and Joseph found a stable where they could get in. And there, Mary gave birth to Jesus, the Son of God. Now, in the fields outside of Bethlehem were shepherds. And shepherds at that time were not very well respected because they worked in the fields and they were all dirty. But suddenly the angels came and told the shepherds that the Son of God was born today. So the shepherds left everything and they went to Jesus. Also at that time there were 3 wise men, and they went to take Jesus gifts. So Jesus, the King, came into the world in a dirty stable to meet us lowly humans. He was the King of the universe and the Son of the Most High God. But he came to meet us where we were. So whether we're kings or outcasts like the shepherds, Jesus is just so happy to receive us and accept us as his.
I love that story, and I just love Jesus so much.
I have never heard the Christmas story told like that before. It's so beautiful.
Right? I still get the goosebumps every time I hear it. You know, it amazes me that Jesus is interested in us. He cares about how we're doing. He's in charge of the whole universe. Yet he cares about how our day is going, what we're up to, what we're worried about. Every small detail is important to him. I mean, can you imagine? He's the Lord of the universe, and yet he still wants a personal relationship with us, with each of us. It's incredible.
Oh, I have to take this phone call, but I'll be right back. Nice to hear from you, Jill.
How are you doing at the other end of the planet?
Not bad, actually. What's up?
Guess what?
The job.
You got it.
No way. How?
They just told me that the vice president wants you for the position. Maybe it's the funding you diverted for the subway infrastructure. I don't know. But he wants you. No more trips to the middle of nowhere. No more cow pastures. In this job, anyway. He'll be traveling to New York, LA, Miami, those fun in the sun states. Can you believe it?
Does he know about the cancel campaign?
He does. He mentioned it in the email he sent. He said he knows how hard it is to please these people and how hard they are to work with. He also mentioned that your program gets a crucial voter bloc on board with the administration, and that it was, get this, a brilliant political move.
I don't know what to say.
Right? I'm so happy for you. Isn't this the greatest Christmas gift ever? Now, don't you forget who your favorite assistant is.
Everything okay?
I'm not sure. Jill just told me I got the job somehow.
Wow. Congratulations. You got your dream job.
It's the job I've always wanted. I mean, I've worked so hard just to get the chance to get this opportunity. I think I have to take it, Christian. Jill already booked the plane ticket back for me to DC so I can accept it in person.
All right. that's what you want, then I'm happy for you. When do you leave?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Why don't you take my truck back to the inn, and I'll pick you up in the morning and take you to the airfield. But tonight, Noelle asked me to go over her school song again. She's just nervous, and I promised I'd help.
Promise is a promise. Thank you for tonight. I had a great time with you and your amazing family. Thank you for understanding.
Heard you're leaving us. We'll miss having you here on Christmas.
Yeah, it was a hard decision, but really the only one I can make.
If you don't mind me asking, why?
Carol, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If I don't take it now, I might not ever get the chance to do it again.
I understand that, but I mean, I don't know what you thought, but for us, it just felt like you were finding home here with Christian.
I know. And you are all amazing. And maybe it did start to feel like home, especially with him. But this is my job. It's what I do. And sometimes reality interrupts our dreams.
You ready?
I am.
Do you mind if we stop by a friend's house for a second? It's on the way to the airfield.
Of course, that's fine.
Good to see you, man. Today, I'm Santa Claus.
Let me get my kids. Come out here, girls. It's okay.
Look what your father got you kids for Christmas.
They're for you.
But I thought we weren't getting presents this year. I love you, Daddy. Thank you. I love you too.
I love you too.
Did he buy them back?
No. Santa paid it off. They must have been on the nice list. I just gave them back. They needed it way more than me.
I guess this is goodbye for now. I hate goodbyes.
You have been such a blessing to this town.
I'll never forget my time here. Thanks for teaching me to listen.
this home, but there's a feeling in my bones, like a part of me don't know what home is anymore. And all these lines keep me frozen in time, while the ones I love keep moving down the line. Sometimes I wanna be on my own, but I don't wanna die alone. If it weren't for your love, I'd be gone by the morning. Ooh, hold on, honey. Someday's gonna be one day soon.
It's good to have you back, boss.
I miss the sounds.
That is true. Do you miss the cows?
I think I do. A little.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am the Chief of Staff for the former Secretary of Digital Media.
Please take a seat.
I told Jill the plans for the next days. We have some crucial decisions we have to make before the new year starts. Administrative goals. You get it.
Of course. I'll have Jill forward me the documents and I'll review them later.
I'm looking forward to working for you.
Here we go again.
Right. The pace in DC is different than Snow Point, that's for sure.
Not before Christmas.
Oh, hey, where have you been?
I went to grab a sandwich.
The new Chief of Staff just sent the schedule for today. Is it okay to set up a meeting with him for tonight?
Of course, that's totally fine.
Because you know it's Christmas Eve.
Well, got nothing else to do, so let's do it. But you don't need to be there.
I don't mind. You're my mentor, Gloria. Where you go, I go.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Gloria. This is George Wesley.
George, it's so good to hear from you. How are you?
I'm good, and I've got some exciting news. Think of it as a Christmas present.
That's always good to hear.
As you know, my only thoughts and concerns were what the lawyers and CFO said about the proposal.
Right.
They love it, Gloria. Looks to everyone like a win-win.
They love it?
Yes, they do. I explained your plans and goals, starting with all the advantages and numbers that our company would have. The PR gain, the free publicity, etc. And then I realized why I was so impressed with your proposal. It really had nothing to do with the numbers.
But they were good though, right?
That's right, they were. But this project just touched my heart. And I remembered why I started doing what I'm doing today. You don't see much of that out of Washington, D.C. these days. Look, we're on board, Gloria. I can send contracts to you later. But I do have one concern.
Okay. What's that?
Look, I trust you because Chris trusts you. But I've seen good projects wither away on the vine because no one owns it. No one takes responsibility for it. Like lead boots on the ground. I think you need to assign a project manager. Someone local to the area to make sure the co-op stays healthy and that make sure that the contracts are managed properly and that things get done. I think you need an on-site coordinator.
You're right. I think we can make that happen.
Should I bring you some lunch?
No. Cancel all my plans. I think I'm applying for a new job.
Howdy, ma'am. How you doing tonight?
Not too well. Think we might both miss the party.
Nah, the weather's rolling in, but we still got time to get ahead of it. I just need to top off the fuel and we'll be on our way. Don't worry, though. This is an all-weather beast. She'll get us there.
Safely?
You bet. But if we have any problems, we can let Jesus take the wheel. Follow me. I told you we'd beat the storm. This is my beauty, right here. You sure you're gonna be okay to drive it?
Are you sure you mind me driving it?
No problem at all. Just have Christian return it when you're done.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. A stick shift? Seriously? I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Hey, young lady, what you doing out here?
My car broke down.
Well, the kids and I are going into town for that party. Do you want a lift?
Yes, I would love that. Thank you so much.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me four calling birds, three French hens.
What are you doing here?
Now I know what really matters.
On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
I'm so happy you're here. What happened?
Meet the new project manager of the new Farmers Co-op plan based right here in Snow Point. George signed the contract.
Oh, that's awesome. But it sounds like a bit of a demotion.
Sounds to me like it's the best job I've ever had. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 keys of lane.
Mommy, can you sing my song now?
Yeah, sweetheart, it's the perfect time to sing your song.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem.
looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby awakes. By little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus. Look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus. I ask thee to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there. Thee there.
Hi, my name is Savannah Latham, and I play Gloria Winters in A Law for Christmas. I hope this movie has touched your heart the way it's touched mine. A Law for Christmas is a story of love and redemption, and just showing you that God can take anyone where they are and meet them where they're at. Just come as you are, because the Lord wants to have a relationship with you, and I want you to know God loves you so much and He cares about you. And I hope you enjoyed this movie the way I did.
I'm Chase Giacomo, and I play Christian Baker in A Law for Christmas. And I just want to share with you, I wasn't raised in a Christian home. When I was a teenager, I began to have this hunger for peace. And the moment I came to faith, I just found that peace. Anxiety was gone, and I took that forward with me in different places and different experiences. When I was at West Point, there's a lot going on there as a first-year cadet, and I found a small little church that I was a part of there. And then at Harvard Law School, there was a lot of different ideas and things going around, and I found a small Bible study to be a part of that helped keep me grounded and on track. And then ultimately, when I was a platoon leader in Afghanistan, my platoon sergeant and I would meet. We'd do a Bible study, we'd have prayer time, just in the midst of the chaos of war, and we were able to just keep that peace. And so I just want to encourage you as we go into this Christmas season, and there's lots of New Year's resolutions, to plug in. Find a small group, a Bible study, a home church, a church. Maybe ask a friend if you know one that goes somewhere, and try a few places out. And I think if you plug in, you'll find peace this coming year. Thank you.
We hope you have a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.